Bryan Stow's mother was the first witness today in his beating lawsuit. Attorneys representing the San Francisco Giants fan claim the attack that left him brain damage was partly due to a lack of security at Dodger Stadium. KCAL 9's Randy Paige is live at the courthouse with today's developments. Randy.
Well, it took just 2 days to whittle the jury pool down from 100 to the final 16, 8 men and 8 women, who will comprise the 12 jurors and 4 alternates. And this morning, both sides began to summarize their case. Bryan Stow was not with his parents and sisters as they entered the courthouse this morning. His attorneys say his presence here on Tuesday and Wednesday during jury selection took its toll, and the brain-injured former paramedic needed a day of rest. Inside, the jury listened as both sides offered their opening statements. Bryan Stow's lead attorney, Thomas Girardi, told the jury the 2 men who would later assault Bryan Stow were assaulting Giants fans as early as the second inning. All of this harassment, foul language, yelling and screaming, throwing stuff, assaulting people, there was no security there, Girardi told the jury. Girardi said there were still no security personnel in sight when Bryan Stow was attacked by Luis Sanchez and Marvin Norwood after the game. It wasn't a fight, Girardi said. When you walk out of the stadium and you're smashed in the back, that isn't a fight, that's an assault. And if they, the Dodgers, had done what they were supposed to do in the preceding 3 hours, the assault never would have happened. Girardi told the jury Frank McCourt and his Dodgers are responsible for Stow's devastating injuries. But lead defense attorney Dana Fox offered the jury a different conclusion in his opening statement, saying, "We claim Mr. Stow's injuries were caused solely by the conduct of Mr. Sanchez, Mr. Norwood, and Mr. Stow." Fox said Bryan Stow was also being aggressive while watching the game, and after the game, Fox said, Stow directed a comment toward Sanchez, which prompted a shove and later the attack. Mr. Stow was injured, Fox told the jury, as a result of a testosterone and alcohol-fueled flash fire fight that occurred in parking lot 2 that night. You're going to hear this happen in a matter of seconds, and that the large amount of alcohol consumed by Mr. Stow played a role in this. And while Stow's attorneys claimed there were no security personnel in sight, the defense told the jury the Dodgers spent more on security for the game than any other opening day in Dodger history. And the first person to be called to the stand by the plaintiffs is Bryan Stow's mother, and she provided some very emotional testimony, saying she was by her son's side while he was in a coma. The first sound he made 8 months after the beating, she said, was a sob. But she also said there have been some improvements. He's able to go to see a movie once or twice a week, able to take a few steps with a walker, but he still is unable to use the restroom by himself, and he still is unable to tie his shoes. Live from downtown Los Angeles, Randy Paige, KCAL 9 News.